Hi guys, EBPMAN with Habits for Me. And today we're going to do an unpacking and a review of this handlebar mount for your smartphone. And this is a product from ARKON. So in the package what you find is your actual mounting kit, and this is what connects your handlebar. You have the actual smartphone holder, and you have an instruction guide. Let's take a look at this in further detail. So let's take a look at the actual handlebar mount first. So in order to attach it or remove it, you'll need a Phillips screwdriver to remove these screws. It does have included two rubber pieces that go around your handlebar, and it's going to provide a tighter or snugger fit so that it doesn't shift at all. The actual mount itself has an adjustment nut here that can be used to adjust the angle or the pitch of your phone, as you can see right here. And it's using the traditional, what I would say, guide system that you find with a lot of the ARKON products. So now that we've seen this, let's take a look at the actual case itself. So let's take a look at the holster for a second. So one of the things that you'll notice is that it's a very well made holster that protects your phone in all areas. So provides adequate protection if the actual holster were to fall off for whatever reason, the bike. You have some good protection that you're not going to worry about cracking your phone or your screen. It is water resistant, so that's important also as you're riding your bike and you may run into some rain. The other piece that I'll highlight is when you open this, and you want to be careful you don't do this because your initial reaction is you have these two pieces of foam here. You may initially say, you know what, this is probably just filler foam like you have in some packaging, let's throw this away. Well, it really isn't. What this allows you to do is really adjust the experience of this case to support other phones. So while this case will support up to, let's say, a Galaxy Note 3, that's what I have here, which is the largest that we have for the demo, it will also support other phones. So this will work with a Note 2, an S3, and S4. You could even put your iPhone in here, and what these fillers are going to do is push the actual phone forward so that you don't really have any problems with it falling to back because of the thickness. So you notice I have the two fillers in here, and I have an iPhone. So I have this iPhone here, and I can still have access to the screen. If I were to take these fillers out and just leave it here, the actual phone is going to move around, and it's going to be hard for me to touch it because there's not enough depth. So maintaining these fillers right here gives me the ability to adjust the phone before I put it on my bike, right? And as I clamp it down and I close this zipper, what you're going to find is that notice how the phone does not move. Right, so that those little phone fillers are important for you to keep. Don't throw that away. If you have a larger phone, like here I have my Note, you really don't need those. You can put them in. I could probably put in the thinnest one so that it has a little bit more thickness. If you have, let's say, like an OtterBox case or something like that, you may not need this. But I'm going to put this guy in here just for the sake of the presentation. And you'll notice that once I put that in, what it does is it gives you enough depth or thickness inside of the case so that you can easily touch the screen and actually navigate your phone as you need to. The zipper will enclose your phone just like that. The phone will not move. And on the back, what you'll notice is you have right here this little screw. This screw is used as a locking mechanism. So that once you put on your phone into the actual mounting system, it will not fall off. So as you're riding a bike, the bike shifts and bounces. You'll want to keep this screw because this is going to allow for it to keep or be locked in place. So let's take a look at what that mounting system looks like when it's plugged in, and then how this screw plays a role. So let me show you how you connect everything together and how this screw plays such an important role. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the nut right here on the mount. I like doing it this way. I think it's easier to do it. I'm going to remove this screw, and I'm going to place the actual mounting system in the tracks. And I push like this, so that's nice and set. And you notice the distance that I have right there with the screw. Next thing I'm going to do is going to take the screw, put it right here, and I can hand tighten it because it has, again, some grooves on the side that give me some grip. And what I could do is come with the screwdriver and tighten it a little bit more. Not too much, but just enough to make sure that I'm sure that's not going to come out. Now that I have that secure in place, so here I have my My screw's in there, and this is not going to come out. I'll take this. This is still connected to my bike. I'll connect it here and turn this nut so that it locks it in place. Go ahead and tighten that. Okay. All right. So once we have that nice and tight and secure in place, you notice it's not moving, right? So what you have now is, because that screw is there and you've tightened it, this mounting system is not going to come off. It's not going to accidentally slide out. So if you hit a bump or anything like that, it's not going to come off. So it's important that you tighten that. But again, don't over tighten it, because you don't want to break the actual plastic here, because you'll notice that it does get really close to it right there. Right? So now that I have that in place, I would actually have it mounted in this fashion. You do have on the bottom here some cord access. So if you have some headphones, some wired headphones that are coming out, they come through here. But again, as I have this mounted, I'd be mounting this on my bike, where this is the top, this is the bottom, because you don't want it here, because if you do and it's raining, you're going to get water into your phone. So I have it like this. It'd be mounted on my bike. Rain comes down, it's going to provide some good protection. I have my foam insert so that my phone is pushed as close as it is to the screen, so that as I touch the screen, I'm not going to have any problems with the phone not responding. So once again, great product from ARKON. Great for those of you who are avid bicyclists. Provides some water-resistant protection to your phone. Great mounting system, so you can have it on your bike and make sure that your phone does not fall off your bike as you're riding it. And once again, if you have any comments or questions, leave them on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this video.